Dear students, welcome back to your SST class. So in this video we will be discussing about the powers of the Gram Panchayat. In the last video we had discussed about the meaning and composition of the Gram Panchayat. So when we talk about the powers and the functions of the Gram Panchayat is an elected body. We had discussed in the last video that Gram Panchayat is an elected body which deals with the problems and the decision making process of local areas. So it is a government actually. So government's duty is to provide the welfare as well as to do the development of the people. So when we talk about the powers and the functions of the Gram Panchayat, this would be automatically including the areas which could develop the people, the areas which could do the welfare of the people, and which could educate, make people a good resource. So now when we talk about the basic facilities, civic facilities, it is a duty of the Gram Panchayat and its main function to provide the basic facilities to the people of the village. Now we know that for a human to live, the human requires basically three things. That is food, clothes and shelter. But this is a traditional thing. This idea is traditional. Nowadays, the human of nowadays, his demands are increased. The basic amenities have also increased. Because of the development in the scientific and economical level, the demands and desires of the people have increased to a great extent. Now, education, water, electricity have also been added into the basic facilities. Healthcare facilities has also been added into the civic facilities. So when we talk about the civic facilities, it is the duty of the Gram Panchayat to provide water, healthcare, proper drainage system. So we know that lots of diseases could be spread when there would be not proper sanitation. When the wastewater would not be discharging in a proper way, stagnant water would be creating lots of diseases. So it is a duty of the Gram Panchayat to make a proper drainage system so that the water could not be remaining stagnant and the wastewater could be drained out of the village, making village healthy and clean. Next is, it is also the duty of the village panchayat, Gram Panchayat, to put on the street lights so that there could be visibility in the night, as well as there could be the crime could be controlled during the nights. Moving ahead, when we talk about the welfare functions, so it is the duty of the Gram Panchayat to install the schools, to monitor the schools and to maintain the public schools that are there in the village. Because if the child would not be getting education, automatically he would be lagging behind in the race of development. So education is most important thing for the development in today's era. Next is welfare of the pregnant ladies. Now we know that a lady who is pregnant requires more care, requires more nutrition, because there is one life in her. So it is a duty of the Gram Panchayat to ensure all the facilities to the pregnant ladies in the village as well. Although many of the Gram Panchayats are not performing such type of tasks, but still it has been mentioned in the constitution and Gram Panchayat could not deny it. Next is putting on the welfare programs for the youth, women and children. It is again the duty of the Gram Panchayat to make it sure that women are getting education. The girls especially are getting education. Women are getting enough social and economical respect in the society. Women are empowered. Women should be having the courage to raise up their voice against any particular, you can call it domestic violence or any other thing. Youth should be treated equivalently. Youth should be given opportunities. Youth should be educated. This is the duty of the Gram Panchayat as well. When we talk about the children are the coming future of the country. Children are you can call it, they are the next beam on which the building of the country would be strengthened. So their development, their nutrition, their education is also very important. And this is a task of the Gram Panchayat to make it sure to welfare facilities or not. Next is developmental facilities. When we talk about the developmental facilities, first and foremost under the developmental facilities comes about the electricity and irrigation. Because we know in the village people, maximum people are based, their occupation is based upon agriculture, and hence irrigation is most important thing for them, because they are growing the crops, and if the crops are not getting water on the proper time and the proper quantity, their crops would be destroyed, and their produce and their economy would be declined. So providing them electricity and irrigation is very important task, developmental function of the government of the village, that is village or gram panchayat. Next is to install small scale industry in the village is also very important, because small scale industries in the village would be providing a lot of employment opportunity to the villagers, which by using which the villagers belonging from the poor categories, low class, could also develop, they could also become economically independent. Next is providing housing to the people as well, because several policies of the central and state government are running which are to be implemented by the gram panchayat in order to provide poor people the houses, because they are unable to get their houses built because they are not having enough income. So it is the government's duty to provide the housing as well to the people, so that they could live in a better way. Otherwise they would be forced to live in the slums, and you can call it polluted huts that would not be beneficial for poor as well as for the people those who are living beside them. So these were the basically three duties. The next duties we are going to understand now. So moving further, when we talk about some more functions and the powers of the gram panchayat, we would be coming to general administrative functions. So when we talk about the general administrative functions, it is the duty and the power of the gram panchayat to maintain the registration of births and deaths, and even of the marriages. So when we talk about that, it is a duty of the gram panchayat to make a registration. How many children have taken birth? How many people of the village has died? How many marriages has been done? Because with the marriage, if the marriage of the boy is there is one member added in the village, and if the marriage of girl is there one member is deleted from the village. So all these functions are to be done, all this record is to be maintained by the gram panchayat itself, because it would be necessary for the state government to maintain the record, and which would be already maintained by the village level, right? On whenever the state government would be asking for the records of the village gram panchayat would be able to represent those records. Next is, these records are also helpful in making several other policies and programs to be implemented. For example, when any old person is there, those who have crossed a particular age, they are given pension. So that is also assigned by the gram panchayat. Now, whenever we go to any particular tehsil for any documental work, we also require some of the steps of the gram panchayat, which acts as a proof of our residence and proof of our even the character as well. So this is the work of gram panchayat as a general administrative functions. Moreover, it is also the duty of the gram panchayat to maintain the security of the people of that particular village, and to maintain the public property as well. So that is why gram panchayat used to implement the chowkidari system. Chowkidars are there, security guards, which moves around the village in order to protect it from the robbery or from any other crimes. Next is when we talk about the judicial functions. So we all know that gram panchayat also acts as a judiciary. Many disputes are not taken to the courts. Many disputes of the village level are handled in the village only. Now when we talk about justice, we know that whenever we are going to the courts, whenever we are filing a case in the court, we have to hire an advocate. We have to hire an advocate, which would be requiring high expenses. Next is, in the court, the judiciary is very busy because of the heavy burden of the cases upon it, so it is also infrequent. Means the efficiency of the court of the judicial system of India is also very less. When we talk about so the poor people, poor person, those who are not having money would not be able to appeal in the court if any injustice is taken against him, done with him. So when we talk about the poor people or any ordinary citizen of the village, first approaches to the Gram Panchayat, first approaches to the Sarpanch in order to resolve that conflict. Now, Gram Panchayat has been given the authority by the 11th schedule of the Indian Constitution that it could also do the decision, it could take the conflicts, it could handle the conflicts, minor conflicts. But make it sure it is not the duty, it is not the power of the Gram Panchayat to imprison anybody. They could not imprison anybody, मतलब किसी को जेल नहीं भेज सकते वो. That is the work of judiciary only, that is the work of court system only. But although they could take the decision, they could make a treaty, or you can call it compromise between the different parties, those who are in the conflict with each other. Especially the cases of property, especially the cases of ownership of those property or theft are handled by the Gram Panchayats. In some states, there is a different branch as well, which is known as Nyaya Panchayat. In Nyaya Panchayat, there are few members in the Nyaya Panchayat which are acting as a judiciary in the village level. So all the disputes that are coming in the village level, they are handled by the Nyaya Panchayat, and they also could not imprison anybody. Only a fine of 1,000 could be implemented on a person who is culprit. Now, when we talk about Nyaya Panchayat, now pay attention, if I am supposed, if I think that Nyaya Panchayat have not given me the justice, I am given injustice, my decision, the Nyaya Panchayat decision is not in my favor, and I want to appeal in the higher court, then I could go to the office of SDM, Sub-District Magistrate. So Nyaya Panchayat decision are to be challenged in the Sub-District Magistrates Court, but that would be also requiring a lot of expenses. So Nyaya Panchayat, when we talk about the judicial functions, so Nyaya Panchayats are in the states like Uttar Pradesh, huge states, vast states are having the Nyaya Panchayat. So when we talk about the judicial functions, it provides us the speedy, because only few members of the village or the Gram Sabha or the Gram Panchayat are sitting there, and they knew the problems, they knew who is right and who is wrong. The judge of the Supreme Court or judge of the High Court does not know who is right and who is wrong. But a Sarpanch of a village, the Panchayat of the village, well knew about who is wrong and who is right. So they could do a speedy justice to any person, and inexpensive as well, because they do not charge any money. It is their duty to perform, and for duty they would not charge it. So that was all about our powers and functions of the Gram Panchayat. See you in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Stay home, stay safe.